Hello again, folks, and welcome back to Let's Play Breath of Fire 3 Randomized. I'm your Game Master Darius. Last we left off, we have arrived at the final push. Yes, we are going to pretty much be at the end of the game as soon as we head down this ladder. So, welcome to the end of the game. God damn, keep on forgetting just how much of a bop this music is. Oh, there goes Momo. I think we all know by now that whenever she runs off like that, it always means trouble. In fairness, this entire adventure has kind of been quote-unquote trouble. Revenants. I just want to see if I can't kill this thing. Okay then. Yes, I can. I guess if it was less of a question of if and how easy. You're an amazing machine. Do you know that, honey? Attention. Navigator code for our highest level functions accepted. Access to library mode granted. Prepare for exposition. There's gonna be a lot of it. Gotta be a really cramped elevator with Gar in there. Well. Welcome. We serve the Almighty Goddess. Before you meet with the Holy Myria, please hear our words. Do I have to? Like, don't get me wrong, lore dump is lore dump, and lore dumps are neat. However, I am this close to the end of the game. Can you do the same, Gar? No, no you can't. That's some hefty damage, though. Ow. Hey, that's cheating. That's a boss move. Well, I guess you die next. And then guess what? So do you. Perish. Yeah, I'm starting to wonder whether or not I should have put the, words, things, stuff, aura on Ryu. Do I have to? Nope, I don't. Haha. No offense to the lore and whatnot, but, again, I'd kind of like to... Okay. The grieving Myria used all her divine power to divide the world into two halves. One half being where you are now, the desert of death, and the other, the world you came from, overflowing with life. The two worlds are separated by the vast and violent ocean you call the Outer Sea. Which protects your world from the desert. The joke is that vast and violent is the name of the hack to allow the randomizer to do the randomizing. There is some other gear around here. It is Myria's desire to protect life, to protect your world. Even a monster's life is sacred to Myria. I don't know about that last bit. Maybe just me. We do get fully healed before we say hey, hello, hi to her, right? In order to protect the life she loved, Myria instituted many forms of safeguards and controls. Foremost among these is the controller technology. Myria makes certain that no dangerous machines, like weapons, are developed. Myria allows the use and repair of only existing machines, and keeps the study of machines from leading to potentially destructive ends. Because we were blowing ourselves up. I feel like that's a moderately appropriate response. What's this way? The second control is achieved through the energy of Chrism ore. Chrism ore is the fossilized remains of living beings. Transmuted by the blessed power of the divine Myria. You see, Chrism ore is no more than one of the ways Myria provides the world with her magical energy. Okay. Keep on forgetting how long this little bit is. Mostly because it is primarily lore. But I believe this is the final steps. Oh boy. Not me dropping a save state, I don't know what you're talking about. I just don't want to do that walk again if everything goes AWOL. Or FUBAR, I suppose, rather. Ray, Nina, Momo, Guardian Gar, and Ryu. My brave, strong children who have crossed the violent ocean in the burning deserts. I am Myria. O great and mighty goddess, we have journeyed far seeking you that we might know the truth. Tell us, why did the brood have to be destroyed? Is there anyone who wishes the destruction of life? I certainly do not. However, the power of the brood was too great for my small world. As you know, this side of the world is almost entirely buried by sand, making it almost impossible for anything to survive. Life has been driven near to extinction. I have to preserve what little is left. I had to save the rest of the world from the danger called the Brood. So, what you're saying is, we should just sit back and let you take care of us? Like we were your babies or something, right? Exactly, Ray. If I did not hold it back, using the outer sea as the shield, the desert would slowly, inevitably spread across the entire world. If I did not continue to create the machines that are repaired and used worldwide, civilization as we know it would surely perish. But while we don't have the means now, someday we might be able to build our own machines. If the world were covered by sand, your lives would be consumed with the struggle to survive. You would not be able to build anything. Even if you succeeded in creating the machines you needed, can you say with certainty that you would not also build a weapon with which you might also destroy yourselves, Momo? In the past, this world was large, larger than you can imagine. Many people once lived here in Karjan. But the people fought and quarreled, and the city was swallowed by the desert. I was unable to protect them. I will not make the same mistake again. I will protect you and all the life that is left. I understand what you're trying to say. We are weak and maybe we do need help and protection. And the power of the Brood may be similar to the power that destroyed this city so long ago. But what are you saying we should do? Are you saying that Ryu must die? Or that he has to spend the rest of his life locked up in some little room? In an artificial world? Like Tipo? No kidding. I don't like the fact that this is all being controlled by you. That you're pulling all the strings. I'm just like a little kid, see? You're telling me to sit still, it just makes me want to run around more, yeah? Oh, Goddess. We have no desire to give Ryu up to you, nor do we wish to see him killed. Having traveled with him, I can say that I do not believe that the power of the Brood is as fearsome and dangerous as you claim it to be. I'm shocked that nearly the entire world is covered by sand, but with our power working together, then maybe, just maybe, enough, my children. I admire your bravery and courage, Ray. There is no need to worry. I will erase your memories of this place and simply return you to where you belong, Momo. My strength is admittedly small, but it is all you have to live with. Do you understand, Nina? Thank you for bringing Ryu here. Guardian Gar, your mission is now complete. What about me, Myria? You didn't call my name. Don't you know who I am? You're Yggdrasil? You won't be able to get away with this. Not while I'm around. All I'm doing is leading my children by the hand, giving them the world they can live in. Myria, these so-called children crossed the entire world to get here and overcame the myriad barriers that you set before them. all for the sake of helping their friend, Ryu, find his destiny. Ryu? Very well. We will let Ryu decide. What do you want to do? If you give up your power, the world will continue to live under my protection, as it is until now. Your power, which has brought you here, is too big for the world, like the others Brood once did. Accept your fate, Ryu. Except they kinda didn't. They all kinda hid their powers so that they could all give it to one dude. And that dude is gonna kick your ass. But Ryu cannot make up his mind. Not without asking his friends. Okay. To tell the truth, I'm really frightened. We're not strong at all. If you go against fate, something awful might happen to the world. But I've always believed you weren't a bad dragon. I'll always believe that, no matter what happens. Ryu, you have to believe in yourself and in those who believe in you. I mean, I do. Especially those two in the back. I only know how to fix machines, you know? But we can dig up those machines, even if they're buried under the desert, and learn from them. Even if the world is covered in sand, we'd still be able to do something, as long as we don't give up, right? I brought you here simply because I wanted to know the truth about my own actions. It may have been a selfish reason, but I've learned one thing from all of this. Now more than Myria, I trust you, Ryu. Because of all that nonsense she's going on about, that Tipo ended up the way he did. She messed with my brother. That's the one thing I can't forgive. Not me dropping a safe unless something is going to happen. Decision on which the fate of the world hangs in the balance. Give her the power of the brood and live in the peaceful world, watched over by the goddess, or believe in the power of the brood and travel into the empty desert, where unknown dangers await. Ryu decides to choose my own path. Realized he couldn't give up his power. Of course he thought of his people and his destiny and Tipo, but more importantly, he felt that if he gave up his power, he would no longer be himself. Do you realize what it is you are trying to do? Do you? By making me your enemy, you realize you are making the whole world your enemy, don't you? I have faith that the brood are not so foolish. Come, lower your weapon. He realized it was foolish to challenge a god, but he held his ground. My poor Ryu. Your great power has driven you mad. What of those who do not have such power, like the brood? They cannot live without my protection. By not giving up your power, you threaten their very existence. Just as I have always believed, the brood truly are danger, a threat to the world. Not true, Myria. It just means that life is no longer content to live in the little cage you have made for it. Yggdrasil, no matter what you say, I will protect this world, for the sake of all life on it. Myria, life in your world has been protected from the desert and death, but that's not the same as living. Son of the accursed brood, Ryu, The time for talk has ended. If you will not change your mind, it grieves me to harm you, but I have no choice. For the good of the world, you must die. Choose 3 party members to fight against the goddess. Yeah, we all knew this was coming. I don't seem to have my AP replenished game. That's nice of you. It pains me. It grieves me, my children, that I must take up arms against you, against the very life I have sworn to protect. But you must understand, Ryu. I can't let you, your power, roam free in the world. To protect the lives of my other children, I must become unto a fury. Farewell, my children. Can admit, of all the Breath of Fire bosses that I'm aware of anyways, especially the final ones, Myria's gotta be the coolest. Just, that's me anyways. Anyways, Durgan. Probably pop a wisdom fruit for him. Wait. Because I'm an idiot, and I need to double, triple, mega awesome check. Because I know that the Shaman's Ring is 25%. If I can... swap that out with Momo. I don't think that this affects... I don't remember it affect... Why do you have power? Shut up. I don't remember this affecting transformations. Yeah, that was still 57. Or 52, rather. Can I? Would this work? It would be silly if it worked. It would be so silly if this works. Did I use the right thing? I don't think I used the right thing. Inferno. Oh, that wasn't that bad at all. Okay, it was wisdom fruit. It was showing something that did not look like his AP. Oh hey, we actually get extra turns. Awesome. Bone break. Oh. Good start in the damage. Only need to do that like 10 more times. Yeah. By usable at fixed intervals, they mean like every 3 or so hours. It's one of the reasons why I barely have ever used them. Astral Warp. I'm doubting that Aura's going to do all that much. Yeah, I think we got this in the bag. We just have to watch the damage that she does. How about you? Ah, come on, Momo. Big final moment. You gotta murder this thing. Oh, Nearly 2,000. Shadow Walk, Gar, Astral Warp. I'm wondering if I trust. I trust. Maybe I'll be lucky. Constantly forget that that's her basic ass attack. Double worm things that bust out of her gut. Reminder, she is a demon. Shadow Walk. You know, if there's one skill I really wish that I had gotten out of this entire adventure, it's transfer. Because then I could give AP directly from Momo to Ryu. And she's got more than enough AP. Sanctuary. There's a reason I didn't bother doing that. Astral Walk. Ah, good old fruit. Fruit of the wisdom. Yeah, dare I say, I think we've got this. We just gotta watch out for when she gets low on her HP. Because at that point, she starts using a different ability. A very, very painful one. Let's see. Oh yeah, I forgot you got celerity too. And there it is. Game's good at being creepy. Well, yes, her face did just melt off. And pull a full-ass Ark of the Covenant on us. Okay, she is just not going to hit with that attack, is she? I love that 1 AP I get back from the Ivory Charm. Either way, he's going to go... Or, yeah. She's going to go after... Words, things, stuff. Both Momo and Gar go after her. So might as well just try to heal and hope that she doesn't go murder happy on Gar. Oh, that looks dangerous. Oh, poison, blind, confusion. Good stuff. Ah, it was a little drastic there, don't you think, Myria? She shouldn't have too much AP left. Yeah. Yes, AP. Do I have nothing else for AP? One Black Porchy. Good hit. And death. It's silly that you did that on Gar. It really is. He's like the one dude that was going to decide to just get up and defy you. Oh well. And there we go. It's over. No. For you, it's just the beginning. It was a long, hard journey, but we did the right thing, didn't we, Ryu? Gar? As a guardian, my life must end here with the goddesses. Time to die. Go. From now on, you must walk on your own. My world. I tried, but it wasn't enough. I fear the world will be destroyed again. What should I have done? What could I have done? If there is a God, answer me. What should I have done with the brood? Sister? It's for the best, Myria. You've protected this world until now. You went too far in your attempt to wipe out the brood. In the end, that was something your children had to overcome, so to go beyond, in order to walk on their own. Don't worry. They can take care of themselves better than you think. They and the world are stronger than we think. I'm sure of it. Man, going back through that desert again is going to be a ginormous pain in the ass. And that was Breath of Fire 3, Randomized. Oh, good lord. Never again should I do 3 RPGs back to back to back. Or not back to back to back, but definitely when they're all clumped up. Let's put it that way. This was definitely an interesting experience, not an entirely welcome one. I love the idea of all the skills and weapons and being able to equip some of those weapons even being randomized. I really do. Definitely leads to an interesting situation when the Nue drops the freaking flare sword and Ashura, if I remember correctly. That pretty much, I feel like that was pretty much the tone of the randomizer right there. Like, we picked up 2 rather strong weapons for the main protagonist at the start. Shit was only gonna be a nice downhill ride from there. I really do like the randomized stats. Like, all the stats were randomized, all the level up stats were randomized, and that's not usually in the game. That said, I just did not like didn't quite like the fact that all the enemies had their resistances and immunities also randomized. Whereas, oh hey, the big fiery beasts, that thing that is usually weak against ice, oh, guess what? You don't have any, you don't know what it is weak against anymore. It's like, okay, cool, gotta memorize all this crap again. That was a little egregious to me. The rest of it was fine. From random junk that they had to more just random skills that they had, it really did leave me wanting to go out and explore and find more enemies to find and destroy, more or less, and learn from. Like, if I really, really wanted to, I would have gotten Mjolnir and Inferno for Momo, who sadly was the weakest when it came to that final fight. That said, Goo King Sword. It's just, oh. If the previous weapon we had gotten for Ryu was not already putting Myria 6 feet under, the Goo King Sword definitely finished the job. And of course, I can't help but remind people that this is, in fact, my favorite game of all time. So not knowing some of the stuff like it was on the back of my hand does feel a little bit weird. And the more I play this, the more I'm going to be able to remember that. All these fun things. Especially if I go into the Everything is Buff mod. I kind of want that mod to have a different name. I won't lie. I'm really actually looking forward to that mod. I won't lie too. Like, I like Breath of Fire 3. I love Breath of Fire 3. So seeing it in a different light with different skills and different this, that, and the other thing, I'll have to look into it fully, is intriguing to me. That's one of the reasons why I wanted to do this randomizer. It's just that the randomizer did it in such a fashion that, with everything being as random as it was, just kind of skewed it in a way I didn't quite like. I hope that makes sense. Like a little Becco. It should ask us whether or not we want to save the game after this screen, but yeah. I feel like the temperament of this playthrough was very much decided as soon as I saw that I got a flare sword from the new. And then got, what was it? It wasn't Ascension. Ascension is what I got near the end. Balls. Trying to remember. I don't remember. I just remember it was also a stupid powerful sword. Yeah, it was a pretty decent time. It was just the start of the game having a lot of missing and everything having resistance to fire to the point where, yes, Ryu was basically useless. I don't know if I'll do do another one of these sort of playthroughs again for the randomizer. Save, try to fight the goddess again. Do you want to save? Yes, why not? Check a memory card. This is going to be interesting now that I think about it, because memory card save of the game. Oh, 40. I think 40 is so far the lowest level I might have faced off against Myria. I don't recall. But yeah, this has been a fun time. I'm not sure when I'll do it again, but I do want to do it more randomizers again. I just really don't want to do so with the resistances, all that fun stuff messed up, because let's face it, it's already kind of difficult enough to remember all the stuff in the game with it randomized. Oh hey, also the resistances are randomized now too. Other than that, it was a fun time. But yeah, the mood, the direction of how difficult that this was all going to go was very much decided not only with the new A, but also when I learned Shadow Walk. Okay, let me just load up the game for a little bit of background stuff while I look at the spoiler log. This should drop us off in Dragnir. So let me Fast and Violence. Here we are, spoilers. But yeah, Drain, Fall. Yeah, Durandal giving us Astral Warp after only 2 levels. That's worth the -2 HP that we got from that one. Hachio would have given us Risky Blow, Backhand, Weaken, and Barrier. None of the Windia kids would have been really all that useful. Maybe Bice, because Intelligence +4 and an HP +4, but -2 AP and -3 Power. That would have sucked. Let's see. Nina would have also learned Super Combo, Barrier, Ragnarok, Raise Dead, and Tornado. Gar learned all his shit. Tipo, interestingly enough, would have learned Slow, Enlighten, Magic Belt, Purify, Ice Breath, and Transfer. So that's where the transfer went. Ray would have learned, in addition to what he's already got, Bad Back and Might. Momo learned everything she could. But Pekko would have learned Dream Breath, Blizzard, Douse, Slow, Intimidate, and Sirocco. Fun stuff that. Fun stuff that indeed. There's only 2 things I want to double check, and no, I'm not going to do them. Can't find Berserker. What are you lying about? Oh, wait. Yeah, that's where it was. Berserker doesn't have an E. Berserker would have been a bastard. Still have fire. It would still have Fire Whip, but it would have Transfer. Interesting. I would have been able to steal a Force Armor, and it drops Ludafad's Spear. I'm not familiar with that spear. Shit, what was the name of the other one? Archmage? Cannot find Archmage. That's because you're looking in the wrong direction. Here we are. Bastard, and it would have dropped Dragon Armor 100%. It would have known Benediction, Mighty Chop, and Sirocco. Fascinating. Yeah, I lived through having to deal with everyone having random equipment, but I wish that part of the randomizer was a little bit more consistent, if that makes any sense. Like, sure, Ryu Ryu being able to use swords would have been fine, but what if instead he would have been switched over to what it is that Ray had? I suppose I am mostly just saying I would have liked a little bit more of the consistency part of a randomizer, which is a weird thing to say, I know, where whole groups swap between the players, not going, oh, I guess we can use, yeah, she can use the atomic bomb, look at that. Like having Ray being able to use the halberds, or Ryu getting to use the claws. That would have also sucked, theoretically, because some of these characters you don't even get until certain points of the game, so again, that might have sucked. Yeah, it's an interesting time. Maybe next time that I do a randomizer, I'll do it on a higher randomization scale, so as there's not so much stuff that is just vanilla stuff where the vanilla stuff is. But yes, thank you everyone so very much for watching. I hope you all had a damn good time as much as I had a damn good time. Here's my final stats, for these characters anyways. If you enjoyed this series, consider dropping a like, commenting, subscribing. All that fun stuff helps out the channel, lets you know whenever the hell I'll upload something, which is currently 3 times a day, 6 days out of the week, because I have no life. And if you want to support the channel in a direct financial function, I have a ton of links down in the description below. Every little bit helps, keeps a roof over my head, food on my belly, and goes to upgrading my PC whenever I have the extra douche. Also, getting games for the channel too. That's also mildly important when you're doing Let's Play based channel. God, Nina's ridiculous with those HE shells. Probably should have brought her to the final fight. But yeah, thank you everyone so very much for watching, and I hope to see you all in the next adventure. Take care. Cheers.